So I've received a remarkable number of messages over the last few days from just countless poor people about the use of a washcloth in the shower. And, it's kind of well known, it's what poors do. And I made this comment on a podcast, and
Again, guys. So Tom again, he's being called out by the poor people for talking about poor people things. Apparently. And I guess for the people that don't watch Your Mom's House's podcast, they're gonna see a clip that goes viral, and they're gonna misinterpret it as them being a racist. I got this article here from sportskina.com. The title says, "This feels extremely racist." Tom Segura washcloth controversy explained as poor people comments sparks fervor. Obviously, if you're not into the whole podcast world, you watch a clip of Tom saying that washcloths, like if you guys don't know what washcloths are, washcloths are rags, like like rough rags that people use to scrub their body while they're taking a shower. Um, but they made the joke that it's washcloths are for poor people. They use it more, and also black people use it more.
Well, you're just anti
I'm not
leg
black.
washes.
I'm not gonna fucking wash my legs and feet.
You think that's just a black people thing?
Clearly,
Well, and he's
the only one here who took the day off.
And they took that out of context. I mean, well, whatever the context is, and said that they were being racist. They always do this kind of stuff. Like last time, Tom got in trouble for saying that a couple of poor people called him out, or they DM'd him and said that you gotta stop talking about your luxurious lifestyle and stop talking about your watches and you going around in jets, right? So Tom was a little upset by that. He called those people out, and then
Every time we talk about like a watch or a car, I'll get a bunch of messages from losers that that try to tell me that I'm making them feel bad about their situation. You're in control of your own situation.
and then a couple of people online. Not everybody, but some people. I think it was more on the Twitter side that he got a lot more attention than on Instagram. Instagram is not as discussive as Twitter is, so you didn't see that much of it there. But on Twitter, there were more people replying and stuff. So this clip came out. It was it went viral, and later on Tom responds. So I'm going to show you the clip where Tom talks about the washcloth. But we're about to play the clip right now. It's not that long. It's 43 seconds. This is what they interpreted as racist. It's just a bit, but you know how people just blow things up.
I agree. I think the washcloth is a poor person thing. Because
I've only met poors who use them. I've never met.
Wait, but is it also European? Because I have European friends that do it as well.
Maybe they're poor. I don't know.
I don't know. But we never did in my house.
No,
there was
it's
no
disgusting.
time for that.
I know. I've ended friendships when I saw washcloths. I'm serious. I don't want that stink on me,
Yeah.
that like poor stink.
Yeah. But I don't understand. I guess it is just so that you don't have to touch your hands to your genitals. Yeah,
We don't have that much soap to go around.
Yeah, so obviously he's just playing around, right? But once I guess people pretty much expose themselves for being poor, or maybe they feel sympathy for the poor, maybe they use a washcloth themselves, and they feel like they're being called out for being dirty or something like that. They're stinky poor people. So for me, like, in my opinion, this is just a bit from Tom. His wife was talking about how she recently scrubbed her feet, and like how usually they don't do that, but and then like people on the Twitter side, they were replying saying like, oh, like this shows how dirty they are for not actually scrubbing their feet or scrubbing their body. Like, let's see this response right here, somewhere around here. Meech medium size Meech. How is it that every 8 weeks or so, white people get together and admit they don't wash their bodies and make us witness it? Please, y'all stop. I'm begging you. That guy's got a point because I use a washcloth, but like I actually work in like in a warehouse and stuff where dirt obviously goes through your clothes and stuff. So if you just if you just use soap, you're not gonna clean out like your skin really. It's just like you're kind of like making yourself shinier, right? But if you work in construction or somewhere where like it's more dirtier, then you are more likely to use a washcloth because you want to scrub out the dirt. But Tom, he's a stand-up comic. He's not getting into a dirty job. He's just out there in the stage telling jokes. So he's not gonna be getting dirty unless he takes out goes out for a jog in a park or something and he falls and somehow he gets dirty like that. But usually, if you're not doing anything rugged that'll make you dirty, then there's probably not much need. But after once in a while, of course you're gonna need some exfoliation, which what the washcloth does, or people use a loofah, and that exfoliates your skin, gets rid of the unnecessary skin, like the dead skin in your body. So it kind of it's kind of funny, and you can kind of put that joke on them too, because they're kind of like this guy said, like they're kind of exposing themselves for not being cleaner than that they're supposed to. Because washcloths, you exfoliate your skin, you pretty much clean up your dead skin cells, and you're much more better like that than just using soap, because soap is not gonna scrub out all the dead skin that you have. Yeah, some people just didn't get it. Here's one that says, all jokes aside, do they think washcloth? I think she's trying to say, what do they think washcloths are for? Rationing soap. People are confused. They don't know. They haven't seen the show. Maybe if they watch the show, maybe they watch like the episode, they'll probably understand a little bit more. See, like how I said here, it says one major skin perk of a washcloth is that they provide gentle physical exfoliation for the face and the body. Exfoliation is for the poor, right? Makes sense. So yeah, I mean, if you look at it further, then it's just a joke. They do this all the time. They did this with like the face mask. They were talking about a face mask. Like Christina brought it up how she doesn't use a face mask because she says it's like bougie.
And she gave me one, and now I sleep with an eye mask on the road.
I've been sleeping with an eye mask for years.
I know, and I've always thought you were bougie. You were maybe a little highfalutin, like what with a princess needs her mask. And then I started doing it, and I'm like, oh, I see.
It's the greatest.
It's the greatest.
Well, it blocks out light and it's comfortable,
Like, and then, but they're also rich, but they don't want to, like bougie means like you're kind of upper class, right? And like using washcloths is just poor for poor people. Using washcloths is for poor people. So now we get to Tom's response to all this controversy, all these poor people complaining, right? So he has his own response to this. Let's watch Tom's response.
So I've received a remarkable number of messages over the last few days from just countless poor people about the use of a washcloth in the shower. And, it's kind of well known. It's what poors do. And I made this comment on a podcast, and so many people are upset. I mean, really, really upset about it. And I get it. It's part of their lifestyle or something. So I'm in a hotel. I decided I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to use a washcloth, and I'll report on what happens when a wealthy person uses a washcloth. All right?
So yeah, that was just, it's just for fun. It's a joke. Obviously, Tom knew about this, and it looks like he's got a Dookie stain on that towel, but it's obviously fake. Just further, just going further into the joke and maybe making the poor people feel better about him being more dirty than he actually is because he didn't use a washcloth, right? So he didn't exfoliate. He's dirty. He looks dirty, but he's shiny. But that's all I gotta say, guys. It's just a funny thing that happened over like a couple days ago, that this started like 4 days ago. This started to pop up. So let me know, guys, what you guys think about this. Do you guys use a washcloth? Do you guys think that Tom was being serious and Christina was being serious about this whole thing? For me, it's just another silly bit that they do on their show. They always talk about poor people doing this and that, and I myself don't find it offensive. It's just for fun. It's just a bit. Of course, rich people might use washcloths. They use loofahs to clean their face. Maybe more. Working class people use it more than other working class, like people working offices and stuff. But that's about it for me. Let me get a like for this, and subscribe if you like this, and then I'll see you guys later with another clip, and goodbye.
Well, you're just anti
I'm not
leg
black.
washes.
I'm not gonna fucking wash my legs and feet.
You think that's just a black people thing?
Clearly,
Well, and he's
the only one here who took the day off.